Welcome back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been
A week.
Have we missed last week's one?
We technically no. We've uploaded every week, but we missed last week's recording.
Last week, right?
But if I upload this like tomorrow, that'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll keep up.
So it depends how quickly I
Cool. Well, yeah. Welcome back. I've got actually quite a lot of stuff to speak on today.
Well, a lot of shit's happened.
I guess a lot of shit has happened.
That's gonna sound great with a mic.
Yeah. And the way you spill that as well out of your mouth is
drinking SMR.
Retarded. Right.
Jack drinking SMR. Anyway, what's going on in your life in the last couple of weeks, bro?
I started my job.
Are you gonna tell them what you're doing? Like free advertising, I guess. Like, yeah. Are you gonna be known as that guy, or are you gonna keep it secret? It's a pretty big deal, bro. I would say
it's a pretty big deal where I'm working.
Yeah.
But I don't think I want to expose myself just yet.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's no point really, right?
And also, just in case, like, they come one day, like an actual fan of ours, and they're like, "Oh my god, you guys listen to their podcast?" And then my manager would be like, "You have a podcast?" And I'll be like, "Just."
Wait, that's my worst nightmare of my boss.
Yeah, I'll be like, "Just."
Wait, my boss thinks I'm a nice person.
Oh, dude, you know what the craziest thing is? That's the consensus of all the people that have met me so far.
Yeah.
They're like, "You seem like a really cool, balanced kind of guy." I'm like.
Cool
and balanced.
Yeah, my work is like all really like nice people. But also like the owners of the business are quite posh.
Yeah.
And they're like definitely not like me.
Okay. See, mine's different. I think everyone from my work is from similar backgrounds in terms of like they've worked in different industries, but they've all worked in athletics.
Yeah, okay,
sort of athletics, or they're all athletes. So we all kind of understand each other in some way. There's not one person that works for me that hasn't done some sort of sport during their like university days, high school days. And when I mean they did the sport, it wasn't like, oh, we played fucking soccer at lunch or.
Oh, those were the days, bro.
I mean, like, these people actually were in teams, played sports on a consistent basis. So,
yeah, fair enough. I was gonna say I saw a thing the other day of a CIA spy that was talking about like infiltrating people's lives, and he was talking about like how there are the three lives that people live. You live your public life, your private life, and your secret life.
Yeah.
And your public life is obviously what you put on for show for everybody.
Okay.
And that you are, and then your private life is like what your close friends, family,
and then your secret life is obviously shit you keep to yourself.
Yeah. And he said obviously his job is to infiltrate the private life to then possibly see if they can get anything out of the secret life.
Secret life, yeah.
Because like that generally is like once you tell someone something from your secret life, that is like an unbreakable trust bond that you've created with them. Because
I'm honestly trying to think who I've told. What is my secret life?
But do you know what's weird though? At the same time, right? There's a weird part of me that is okay with telling absolute strangers parts of my secret life.
Same.
Because like I'm never going to see you again anyway. Like you don't know me.
I actually was going to say this. I feel at times because a lot of people have told me when they've met me first, they're like, "Oh, you're just very like direct and upfront. You don't really hold back. You're pretty like." The biggest word mostly to describe it all is people say you're vulnerable with your secrets.
Yeah.
And I am, because I don't feel like I have anything to hide, including those really deep secrets. But see, that's the funny thing is I'm probably more comfortable telling a stranger a deep secret
100% than someone you've known for a couple of years.
Yeah, imagine telling my mum that I like murdering women around in the night time, and that's why I moved to London.
Because it's easier fucking targets. Yeah, because there's more of them. Just plenty of them just walking around.
My mom would be like, "Why do you want to be Jack the Ripper?" And I'd be like, "Because I wanted to be like my friend Jack, but I couldn't. So this is the other Jack that I could be like."
So true. It's kind of easier to be like him as well.
What would be? Okay, let's since our mums don't watch this podcast,
what would be sometimes?
Yeah, but sometimes.
Yeah.
How much?
No, do you know? No. She went on a binge once I left her, so she hasn't recently. I don't think. But once I left her,
let's do it now while she's still on holiday because she wants to watch these episodes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What's one? And guys, all jokes aside, I'm not going out there and killing women.
Yeah.
Gosh, not yet. I wouldn't do that. If
I haven't told my mom.
If I was a serial killer, I'd probably. I wouldn't. I never understood the serial killers that killed by like gender. Like I understood this really. Sorry,
If I was a serial killer, I'd kill men. It'd be men.
Yeah, same.
I don't think I'd kill women.
I wouldn't.
I like
Gender it.
women too much to like kill them.
I wouldn't gender it.
Because generally, I give so much
Mine would
more
be
leeway
based-
to women for some reason.
Right. Well, I do as well. See that I'll give you my reasoning of how stupid this will sound. I wouldn't kill old people and kids.
Oh, no, see, I'd might.
Yeah, kids or old people.
Both.
Really?
They're my two least favorite people.
Kids because kids are still so innocent that nothing has happened yet, and old people, it's like you're on your way.
Yeah, the old people, like,
I don't need to send you.
They're
off
my
early.
two least favorite people in terms of people to be around. Like, I just don't. I find I'm more uncomfortable around old people and kids than I am any other human being.
I'm more comfortable around old people, but I'm less comfortable around kids.
Yeah, okay. I'm uncomfortable around both.
But it's not actually. I'm not
uncomfortable. To be fair, I'm uncomfortable around most people. So.
I'm not uncomfortable around kids. I just it's short. I'm very short tempered. So when a kid gets naggy, I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah. I like staring at kids.
Okay.
No.
Is that part of the secret that you're allowed to tell the world, but you can't tell your mum? There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We found out his inner secret. He likes staring at kids.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my god. That's it. Oh, cool. We'll end it.
End of the episode.
Do you want to continue that so you save yourself, or are you good with that?
No. I like staunching kids, is what I meant.
Oh, okay.
But
okay, that's a bit safer.
Yeah. There was this kid on the train the other day, and my whole family were here, so it was like all four of us, and like there's this kid that was like hella confident. You know the hella confident kids?
Oh yeah.
And like, to be fair, I do respect them more than the non-confident kids because confidence is key and all that. But like, he was a little bit too confident, Well,
that's not confidence, now, isn't that arrogance?
I don't give a shit what it was, but he was.
I feel like
he was like staring at us, and I was like, everyone was like kind of laughing at how he was giggling and how he was moving.
Yeah.
Not me though.
Yeah.
I was like,
you're fucking.
What is this kid trying to out me?
You're like, give it 5 more years, I'll knock you out.
Yeah, it's like honestly, like. So I just started staunching him, and he stopped giggling. He just kind of. But I'll give him respect. He stood.
Yeah. He stood his ground for a bit.
He kept staring at me.
Oh.
He
stopped giggling.
Yeah,
he was like showing you.
He's like, oh.
What is funny, huh?
And honestly, I had to take a step back.
He looked at you. He's like, "Are you laughing at what I'm laughing at?"
Do you want to repeat the joke? Because I don't think you got it, man.
No, he grabs you by the shirt. He's like, "What? I'm not funny to you, like all the other adults think I am." No, I feel like the more confident kid isn't that kid. I think that's the more insecure kid, because
he was literally like 3.
So, I feel like the kids that are constantly moving around and constantly paying attention.
He wasn't moving.
To what everyone else is doing. He was staring, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's someone that's hyper attentive, right? Usually that doesn't come from confidence. A confident kid is usually a kid that's like
I get you.
Not like so, like they're more so in their own world, because that's what you're supposed to be as a kid. Like obviously there's a balance, but I feel like a kid that's too attentive like that, because I'm saying that from my own personal experience. I was that kid.
Yeah, okay.
I was that kid that was constantly staring at other people and stuff, and people would be like, "Oh, look at him! He's looking at us." But realistically, it was like me constantly looking out for danger.
Realistically, it was like, why the fuck is that kid looking at me?
A lady just hits me. I was like, what the fuck?
Anyway, were we gonna say what?
What are secret thing that you wouldn't tell your mum, but you'd probably be fine if a stranger came up to you on the street, like those strangers that come up to you with mics and be like, "What's one thing you haven't told your mum?"
Mine would all be drug related, I think.
Oh, I've already told my mum all that.
I haven't told my mum all that.
Okay.
But I think she's at a stage now where she'd be okay with it.
Probably.
Because she wouldn't be okay with it. I would say that. She'd be like, what? Like,
why did you need to do it?
Yeah.
But she wouldn't look at you like, oh, you're a fucking drug addict.
But she'd also be a lot fine. Like, the problem that I have with it is like more so of the fact that I will still go out more in my life. So
you think she'll constantly
it's more
like, don't do drugs when you go out?
Yeah, no, it's more of the fact that I don't, especially when I was living with her and I was just in Australia, It was more of the fact that it was like, I don't want you to worry while I'm out.
Right.
Because that's not your job.
Right.
Oh, it is, but like, I don't want you to.
Yeah.
And I know more about this than you do, because it's something where she doesn't know anything.
Right.
She's only assuming the worst of everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think that everything will relate to that. I think everything else, I think my mum knows. Genuinely, I don't think there's much.
Think of
else going on.
something that's like peculiar though, like something like that's something. It
Well,
doesn't have to be.
I told my
Let's say
mum.
it's not bad. Let's say it's weird. Like I'll give you a really weird. Oh my god! I can't believe I'm even saying this one. I'm actually about to out myself so bad.
Do I know this one?
No one knows this one.
Okay.
It just came into my mind. It actually came to my mind yesterday.
Oh, so it's fresh on the mind.
Yeah.
It's one of those mind breakers that pops up every now and then.
Do you ever just leave boogers to places?
No, not really.
So sometimes when I like pick my boogers,
Yeah.
I don't just like flick them. I have this like sometimes it depends on where I'm at, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna deny it. I've left it at everyone's house.
Oh, lovely. So my house.
Your house, my parents' house, my friend's house,
Yeah.
everyone's. But it's nothing so it's kind of disgusting, but it's not. It's when I'm at someone's house and I'm too lazy to like. I don't want to flick it on their floor.
Well, flicking it's still
No,
leaving it somewhere, right?
I know, but I'm saying intentional leaving.
Yeah.
What I'm saying by intentional leaving is I'll look for, and it always has to be an under of something.
Yeah.
So
that's
table,
a lot worse because like someone could grab that like at one point.
Exactly. Because and you know I'm gonna say that. Ready? It's either a table or like a chair I put it under.
Yeah, that's a terrible trait of yours.
Or anything like that. But I always hide it, like so I don't put it in the middle where it's seen. I always put it on the edges, like you know where a table is and there's like nails there or something. I'll put it in the nail.
Yeah, okay.
Or some shit like that. Where right? Listen. And the
Will
reason.
you tell me where you put one at my house?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go.
There's only one.
Yeah.
Next to my bed.
No, not this, not now.
Oh,
like
your old house.
Yeah.
Under the podcast desk.
Okay, that's fine because I don't think I would have gone in there.
Trust me, I never leave it in places where I know people are going to touch.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I leave them where they're not going to be touched.
Yeah, okay.
Right? And I don't
I
leave
I still did take that table apart, so that's annoying.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have even felt. By the time you were taking the fucking table apart, the booger would have fallen off or dried. Most of those boogers fall off and dry. That's why.
Still disgusting.
I know. That's why I just said. I've just explained myself. I've just given one of the most peculiar things that I do that I've never told anyone.
I'm trying to think of something like secret that I do like that. That's like not. I don't tell anyone.
Like probably like, do you ever like really scratch and then you sniff?
All the time. I always do that.
I think
I have a problem with scratching my ass. I'm very open.
See,
about
that's
my
your
ass
thing.
scratching.
I don't have an ass.
But I'm open about that. I'm open.
But
about that.
I'm just open about this.
I'm very open about my ass. And do you know what's crazy about my ass scratching? Like I have to tell myself to stop. And
wow,
like
really? Is
yeah,
that bad?
yeah, no, and like force because like if I don't,
that's wow.
Because so if I do it too much, first of all my ass just hurts and it's not very nice afterwards. Mm-hmm. The moment that it feels, the moment when you've got a fresh ass and it's not sore anymore from the previous scratch, like is unbelievable. And
Good
I mean,
thing you ended that with scratch.
Like it's unbelievable the way it feels. Like, and in the middle of the night, sometimes you wake up in the morning, you've got like a thin layer of something on, and it's just like it's not even the ass. It's like the cheeks next to it. It's what it is.
Yeah.
And like, oh, it's a beautiful feeling.
But
it's
like, not the asshole. I mean, it's just
yeah, because that hurts too much if you scratch that too much. It hurts too much. But
no, it's usually where the gooch area is.
Yeah. And so yeah, if I don't, I have to tell myself no. Mm-hmm. And I've been pretty good recently. I've been pretty good. Every now and then I'll have a scratch. Yeah. But like I'm very controlled with it.
I kind of want to scratch now because I'm thinking about it.
I'm like an addict.
No, there has to be something else that's
every now and then in public, I've got to like turn around somewhere and just because it's dying. Sometimes, do you ever have the arse scratch where it's like you're fucking like?
Oh yeah.
It's like it needs to be scratched.
Yeah.
Like it's like sometimes in public you just got to look around like fucking.
Yeah, just give a quicker.
Yeah.
That's what I do with the boogers actually. I look around and I'm like. And then I like leave it.
Yeah, that's my mom doesn't know that, I guess, so she can see. That's weird. See, I'm more public about that than I am.
Yeah, so you wouldn't say that to your mom. It's not something that you'd be like proudly say to your mom.
But at the same time, I told my mom watched the podcast where I talked about shitting myself.
Yeah, but that's not.
Yeah, I know, but that's hilarious. She called me the next day. A week or two later, she called me. She's like, "What the fuck?"
See,
that was hilarious.
A more embarrassing outcome would be like telling your mom like how often you wank. Or like where you wank.
It's more so for her. She doesn't really want to know that. I guess
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah. Like it's not really that bad for me. Like,
no.
Like, what's your problem?
But see, you'd openly say that to a stranger.
Yeah, more so. Yeah, like yeah. I was talking to the guy that works at my work about like festivals and drugs like the other day. I wouldn't have that conversation with my
Yeah.
mom. So it's like, yeah, it's all
Well,
cool.
see, that's the funny thing is, one of my cousins did something yesterday that I was kind of like a baller move, but at the same time, I was kind of like, I didn't need to know, but it was kind of like, that's confidence right there. He got up and he's like, fuck, I need to go have a wank.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? I didn't need to know that. You could have just said, I got to go toilet and then just, you know, do your thing.
Yeah.
Or go shower.
See, that's the thing. I'm like,
But that's
It's
why I
not
was like, well,
even-
that's confidence because you know I'm here, and we're both guys, so it's a bit easier to say it than like imagine like you say
yeah.
it to a girl, you're like, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go like
I
your
guess
girl
it's-
mate's over, you're like, I'm just gonna go have a wank while you're here.
It's also just I don't generally. It's weird that he needed that. I guess.
What, that he needed a wank?
I guess were you chilling or were you just like there together because you were living like together at the time?
We weren't chilling. We were just
okay. So that's fine. That's fine. Then that makes more.
yeah.
sense.
It wasn't like oh,
It's like if we were chilling like back at like my like
and then you were like, I need to have a wank.
I need to
That'd
go
be
wank
weird.
real quick. Yeah, that's a bit like if it's just like you're living.
Yeah.
And you're
But I still think that's a boss move, wouldn't you say? Announcing it.
it's
Like you don't.
it's as boss as not saying anything because you could just say nothing.
But that's not boss. Then you're being secretive.
No, because you just I wouldn't tell you.
No,
if I'm gonna
it's
take a
like
shit either.
saying. It's like saying.
You don't need to announce everything you're doing.
I know you don't, but I'm saying because it's something that you don't announce, and the fact that it's an embarrassing thing to announce at all, the fact that he did announce it was.
Is
kind
it
of
embarrassing?
plus.
I guess it is, right?
It is in a sense where you're like, why does anyone need to know when I wank? So now I know when he like I know.
Did he
he's
go
basically
to the
stated-
toilet? I
Yeah.
guess, yeah.
So
Yeah,
clearly
he's
he
a
had a
toilet
fucking
wanker
wank.
as well as you.
Yeah, familiar.
Yeah.
How
crazy is
I've
it?
wanked other places than the toilet.
Yeah, I'm just thinking how crazy it is that like
The
that
only
toilet
place that
just
people find
bubbles up.
weird that I don't wank is my bed.
Yeah, that's the most comfortable place.
No, but that's the place I don't want to be coming in.
You don't come on your bed though.
Yes, you do sometimes.
I come onto my stomach.
Don't you ever like?
Not like I don't explode anymore.
Yeah, not as much with age, but I still
Like
I still do.
I've exploded.
I still
I've
do.
exploded. I've
still
definitely
do, yeah.
definitely
So
exploded.
that's what I'm saying. I don't want to get it on my bed.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That happens like during sex. I get it.
Yeah, but I'd rather keep it that way.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll give it a quick wipe. I don't really care too much.
Yeah.
Same,
No,
yeah.
there's just a part of me. See, that's a weird part of me where I wouldn't want to sleep in my own wank, but I'm fine to sleep in like sweaty sex, like sheets.
I see. I'm not. I don't like it. I don't like sleeping it. Like I'm okay with it for about 5 minutes afterwards. Then after that, I'm kind of like, okay, I need to get fucking. I don't
Clean the
like.
sheets?
Yeah, I need clean. I need the place that
Do
I'm
you
laying
clean
in
your
clean.
sheets every time you have sex?
No. I mean, like, I can't be laying in the mess.
The mess.
Like,
Really?
yeah,
Oh, you need to get up
I
and
need
like
to clean
dry
off and like, yeah, I just need to clean up and.
Nah,
yeah.
I can lay in that mess for a bit.
I need it to be. I need. Yeah, a bit. I'll lay in it a bit, but like not long. Not long. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. Especially depending on the weather.
What? Oh yeah, I know. I get it if it's like really moist.
Yeah, it's
weather,
just like if it's just
yeah.
not nice in the like the place you're in, I feel like you're more.
I feel like every podcast we always end up talking about wanking or something. I don't even know how we get to this point.
I was
swear
gonna
to God.
say I've got a question for you because I can remember a part of my points, and this is something that really.
Do you want to
me.
read your points? I got them on my
No. I remember. I'm gonna need it at one point because I have a
Yeah.
5 list for you again.
Okay.
I'll need it for that.
Cool,
But apart from that,
I opened it because I saw there was a message for me. I clicked it, but I didn't look at the messages.
that's fine. But that's fine. There's only one actual point in terms of like what I want to talk about.
Okay.
And it's been rattling my mind for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like it's a good little thing for us to have. It's like I don't understand how this works, and I don't understand how the fuck electric eels work, and it baffles my head.
Okay.
How are they electric? How are the motherfuckers in the water electric?
Well, we produce some sort of like as humans we produce some sort of electricity within us. It's natural. Nikola
Well,
Tesla showed it. When you hold your hand over a globe, it turns a globe. So there has to be some sort of tissues that they have that specifically.
Yeah, but then how are they not just
how
shocking
are
each other
they-
in the water?
because they can choose when they let the glands go. How
Like I genuinely like there's certain
Electric
things in the world that don't make sense. Like I remember I was listening.
Oh,
You know Fairbairn Films.
No, Fibers-
Before you start, you know Fairbairn Films.
No.
The Australian guys, Lachlan and Jackson.
Yeah.
The guys that fucking they make those skits in Australia in like the outback.
Oh
Those dudes.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Sorry,
They
sorry.
have a podcast, and they said they have like this little segment of things that they don't understand.
Yeah.
And they're like and they had one. I can't remember which one there was. I can't remember what it was. Oh no, it was like a, if this didn't exist. So if you it was Truman Show. Sorry, it was
Mhm.
It was Truman Show. It was like if you came up to me and said, "Oh yeah, like that's not possible," like you thought that was possible.
Yeah.
I would think that about electric eels. So if someone said, "Dude, you thought electric eels existed?"
Yeah.
Like you fucking idiot. Like
Yeah.
we've been playing a prank on you this whole time. I'd be like,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Like those things fucking shouldn't
Well,
exist.
funnily enough,
And also, surely they kill everything in the water because if they get eaten, I'm just shocking the fucking whale. The whale's dead because I'm
yeah,
shocking
but I don't
inside.
think it's that.
Imagine you chomp down on me and I'm just like shocked, boy.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that the electricity within it is
Then-
that strong.
then it's weak,
the
bro.
charge.
It's fucking bullshit, bro. I've seen those.
Funnily
things.
enough, when I researched it, guess who came up? The University of WA.
That's because your phone probably still.
No, it's not. It's not.
There's no
It's on
chance.
UK. Look, it's
There's
got
no
American websites. There's everything.
I don't believe it.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's not. Okay, back to it. Nerve fibers join each electrocyte on one of its sides, but not the other. The arrival of the signal causes positively charged sodium ions to flood into the cells. This flow of ions gives rise to temporarily potential gradient across the cell and discharge of electricity.
See, bro, you just said some mumbo jumbo that doesn't go into my brain at all.
Yeah, but just the basis of understanding it is
Bro,
it's
you want
got
to
to
be
do.
science geeks now?
It's got to do with its nerve
tells you, bro.
fibers.
Are
Yeah,
you
I
fucking
am,
some
bro.
cuck,
Yeah, I
bro?
am, bro.
You don't.
This planet is circular.
Bro,
Okay.
if you don't, do you have proof?
I do.
Do you have proof of that?
I do, bro, because I've been in a plane before and I've seen it curve, bro.
That doesn't.
I've seen it curve,
If
bro.
you don't have a personal anecdote, is something even real?
No.
Then fucking.
Did we
shut up.
speak about this thing on? I feel like I might have brought it up. Where I keep seeing it on the train and it just keeps making me giggle. They have these posters up in the tube that say staring is sexual abuse
Really?
or some sexual something like something. I can't
Yeah, fair
remember.
enough.
So yeah, basically like this thing detailing that if you're like staring too like intently at someone, that's like sexual abuse.
To be fair, if someone does stare at me long enough, I do think they want to fuck me.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
Right.
But sexual abuse.
I'm interested as well to see how your mind goes. Like, first of all, I figured out. I think the perfect place this sounds weird, I guess, in a way. But I think if you're not a confident dude, I think the perfect place to try and learn how to like communicate with girls without communicating with them is on escalators.
What?
Like, I think that you know the concept of just like looking at a girl and like trying to like gauge like and them looking at you and
Yeah,
trying to
but
gauge.
why
like,
are you talking about someone being in front of you on the escalator or on the
no,
opposing side?
opposite side.
So what? You're just gonna stare at her?
No. I mean, like, try to like. It's like a. I don't know if I like this, bro.
Oh man, but my fucking cheeks are getting hurt as well.
Yeah,
Right
no,
now.
same.
You're right now.
Anyway, no, I mean, like, you know, like how if you're at a club or you're out somewhere and you're trying to lock eyes just to see if she's interested.
Yeah,
And, like, seeing if you, like, you're giving her the smolder, you know, you're giving her the smolder, you're giving her like the look.
Yeah.
You know, I think the perfect place to practice that is on escalators because, like, your fear, because everyone's fear of like trying to get better at that sort of thing is the rejection of it, right?
Yeah.
And like being caught or like, you know, but I think it's a good place to learn.
Just for eye contact though, not for
Eye
talking.
contact. No, that's what I mean. Like, purely eye contact basis. And
You can do that anywhere though.
No,
You can do
no.
that crossing the street.
No, because then it's like she's like, "Why are you looking at me?" And then you're in this awkward conversation. And
No.
no.
What about when you're crossing the lights? Someone's going this direction, you're going
I
this
think
direction.
it's too quick.
So is the escalator.
No, it's very quite slow. Two people slowly going
and
like
you
that.
want to stare. You could just do that at a cafe.
I'm just saying there are people in their heads. I'm okay to do that at wherever I want, right? I'm okay with that. I'm just saying people will have issues with that because they're scared of the confrontation that might come with it. I think escalators are a perfect learning curve of people learning how to make eye contact with people and try to like be more confident in that situation.
Right.
Because what is she going to do? Turn around and run after you?
No. Yeah, that's true.
And what are you going to do? Turn around? Like, look, at the end of the day, she might look at you and smile. Say it might make you fucking happy for a fucking couple minutes as you walk down. you might get depressed because she might not look at you. But
Right.
then it's over, and then you learn. You have like this quite quick little learning process of like getting better at it, and like
Yeah, but
You see what I'm trying to
what's
say?
the next? Okay, I understand your intentions, but what's the next step after that?
I don't know, doing it like when you're walking around.
Okay.
You know, like because do you know? And I was thinking this the other day because I was listening to a guy say like, what is the most upsetting thing about like being in a like what do you miss most about being single?
Yeah.
And for me, it's that. It's not even like I actually don't give a shit about like being like hooking up with chicks, doing whatever. Right? For me,
It's the freedom of looking.
it's the freedom. No, it's the freedom of like that flirtatious kind of like.
Oh.
And it's not even flirting.
You
It's
mean
just like that kind of
you
like
mean just the possibility of like
yeah,
flirtation? Like you're allowed to like you're
I
not.
don't even know how to explain it really. It's just like that.
No,
Kind
I
of
know
like
what
that,
you mean.
That,
It's the potential for flirtation because
Yeah.
when you're in a relationship, there's no potential for flirtation. There is, but you're supposed to avoid it. While when you're single, anyone that flirts with you is like, okay,
yeah, and like, but also that was what I think I found fun that I liked. I think out
looking
of
at
that.
people on the escalator.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Just looking at no. I'm saying I can. I think I can still do that now. That's not a problem. I don't.
I think
really,
you're allowed to look even if you are in a relationship.
I know. That's not the point. It's more of the intention is what is the problem, right?
Yeah.
So like that is the thing that is bad with it, I guess.
Yeah.
But and like people consider that. People consider that cheating.
What, staring at another person?
Yeah, probably like if your intention's bad, I think people will consider it cheating. But it does depend, right?
Then if you're considering that, then you could say porn is cheating.
Yeah, no. But okay,
that's way worse.
so-
Then you're
so-
with an intention, you're wanking over someone else.
Yeah, 100%. I know that there's weird things with it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like,
Okay, I heard something that came up on a video that I actually asked, which was funny that I kind of wondered myself: is whining cheating?
what do you mean whining?
Like whining it up? You know, like what whining is?
No.
Like when a girl throws her ass at you and you like whine together.
Oh.
Like the dance, but like she's got her ass.
Oh
on.
yeah. I wouldn't. It's not cheating, but I wouldn't be like.
Would you want your girl to wind up on another?
No,
guy?
100% no.
That's-
I'd be pretty fucking pissed. But it's more. Is that I thought that was more argued at the guy's end. Because surely whining, if and I know I'm being like it's not equal.
If a girl throws
equal,
if a girl throws her wine up, if your girl, okay, if
my-
you've
yeah,
got a
my
girl and
my
she
girl
just
throws her
willingly
wine up,
throws her wine up,
I'd be like it's
That's cheating.
over. That's
if
over.
she's
That's over.
whining and just dancing with her friends, and then a guy grabs her from behind and starts trying to whine on her, and
Yeah,
she
that-
pushes him away.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. No, I'm also
But if
saying
you're saying from the guy's perspective,
if you're in a relationship and some girl
and there's
winds
some
up
girl
on you,
starts winding up on you, if you push her away, it's not cheating.
yeah, okay, but if you don't,
How many wines?
No.
Oh, you know what it
How
is? It's
many
how many
wines?
wines does it count? Because if she throws it back twice, really fast enough, and you
Yeah.
haven't even... No, you know what actually it is? It's how you react to the wine. And
Yeah.
what I say is, do you have your hands on the butty? You know, do
you
have your hands?
can't. As soon as you put your hands on the batty, it's
But
over.
even this is
It's
bad.
over.
Even this is bad. Where you put your hands behind your head, behind your head.
I turn into a
behind
professional.
yourself,
I
but
turn into a
you
professional footballer.
push. You put, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you're pushing, you're still pushing the waist. You know,
Yeah.
I think if the waist is forward, then you're in the wrong.
Yeah, you've got to curve outwards, right?
Yeah, you got to be.
You got to repulse.
Hey.
You got to repulse.
Yeah.
No, I get you. That's a weird one. Hey. Yeah. No, I do think it's not
But
cheating.
next,
it's,
okay, but
at the same time though, it's
I'd
still
say whining is cheating
It's
because
not-
you're both.
it's not cheating. Though.
Okay, dude, it is cheating
It's
because
just
like
shit.
yeah, but I would count.
You're just being a shit. cunt.
Okay, well, it's not exactly fully cheating, but you're on the way to cheat, and to me, that's you're on the way out the door. Because in my head, you're not just like okay, I don't count it cheating if you're dancing together
Yeah.
next to each other. There's no contact. There might be like when you see people out in the clubs and someone's friend or an acquaintance or someone grabs someone's wife's hand and just does a little twist.
Yeah. I hate that cunt, but yeah. Yeah.
As long as there's no actual contact, that's not cheating in
Yeah, that's fine.
But as soon as your genitals are wiping on her genitals, come on, that's dry humping.
Yeah, no, I understand that completely. I'm not. Again, I still don't think it's cheating. I think it's just shitty.
It's on the way. To
But I
cheating.
get what you mean. I don't understand it.
It's
I
like-
understand you
it's
putting it
like
under the umbrella.
Messaging a girl with the intention of fucking her,
Exactly, intention
and
is
not
important.
cheating,
Intention
and not
is important.
cheating yet, and not cheating, but you still have the intention. That's the wine. Oh, bless you. Wouldn't you say that's the same? Because whining is like you're on the way to sex, but you're not having sex yet. So like messaging to meet up would be not cheating yet, but intention to cheat.
Yeah,
because you could even still be like, oh, we're just meeting up as friends because we really get along from our uni studies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's weird, but yeah, no, 100%. And like, it's how you react to it, right? Like, how do you react to the wine? Some people like classify going out clubbing without their significant is like
that's just stupid.
At the same time, there is a point that with that though that's like
no.
To be fair, clubbing.
I'll say this:
if you're clubbing without
frequency, it's frequency.
Yeah.
If you're clubbing every fucking 3-4 days a week, why are you like? Do you know who clubs 3-4 days a week? No one normal.
Yeah.
You know who does that? Either alcoholics, drug addicts, or people that are looking to find a fuck.
Yeah.
So you're in one of those. And if anyone's out there that's going to go, no, I just really like clubbing with my friends. And it's like, yeah, but in your group of friends, bet you all of them are single. Or most of them. Or most of them have an intention to get something. So it's like, I think that's
I don't know. I've like, if you're in a relationship, I think clubbing is terrible.
Oh, yeah. Well, it just like, sets you up for failure.
It's not, but it's just also just not really fun. Like, again, like what I found fun about clubbing was always the
you're
like,
saying you going out with her, clubbing together.
That can be fun, I guess. Like,
it's just,
but it's not like it's not really like it's not like it's average. It's average. Like it's better than not being.
Yeah.
Like because if she's not that, but it's pretty like pretty.
Oh wow, that is
a pretty like magpie. Like is it a magpie?
No, I don't think so.
It's got a special tail.
Yeah. It looks
anyway,
cool.
Yeah, like going out with her is still better than without.
Right.
Because without you're just fucked. Like there's nothing to do.
Right.
You can't. You the one gal that you're always with.
You can get drunk,
have fun with at least, and have a fucking wine and just play around with.
Yeah.
Isn't there? And you can't do it with any of the others because fucking
cheating.
Yeah. So it's like
unless you're cool with cheating, then go ahead. But...
Yeah. Which I know certain men.
Yeah, I know plenty of men. Yeah.
How crazy is it? The percentage of men that just do. Hey.
Oh, dude.
It's just like.
And you know what? You'd think with age comes maturity and like sacrifice of things, but it's wild that you realize that actually the people that are cheating the most aren't even the young people.
Yeah, and like
it's the people that are in their 30s that are in the stable relationship.
It's crazy as well because I genuinely just wouldn't know where to like start, and also just find the time.
I don't think that's the issue
because I'm just covering myself in lies.
But that's what. No, but that's what. I thought you meant like where would you find the time? It's easy to cheat. Like if you're going out and someone hits on you, you're like, you know what I mean? It's not. The opportunities aren't hard. It's just the fact that you're, like you said, going through with it and playing that whole game of where were you? I wasn't here. I was doing this. Okay, and then or make sure that all the 4 guys that were with you tell the same story. Don't spread it to your girlfriend. But eventually, someone said something.
Yeah, because you're always with someone you know, and that person knows someone, and that person knows someone, and that you know, and like Because unless the only way to really get through
you
cheating,
tell your girlfriend about your friend during pillow talk, and you're like, my girlfriend will never tell, and she doesn't, right? But then 7-8 months pass, and you guys break up, and then that girlfriend that you told all your shit about your friend, now she doesn't have any reason to keep your secrets together, and she wants to cause havoc not only for you but your whole friend group.
Yeah, no, also, I actually genuinely think the only way you can cheat, if you're really hardcore about cheating, in my opinion, you have to go out alone.
I think the best way to cheat...
Or with one man.
I think the best way...
That you know he's got your back.
I think if you were going to cheat and not get caught, you'd do it at the brothel.
I mean, if you're doing that, that's just so boring, though, because
It is, but that's what I'm saying. If your only intention is to cheat and you want to get away with it, you may as well just go to brothel.
Yeah, that's the easiest, 100%. Unless she's... Yeah, 100%.
Get the money out so it's not in your transactions.
See, that's where my mind goes, right? Because to me, right, that actual act doesn't even cross my mind, right?
Well, the thing...
Yeah, because it's unnecessary. But the thing that makes sense to me is the chase in a way. The game you play.
Well, see, that's what I was about to say, because that's the thing with me. Recently, I haven't I'll get to a point where I could get a date with a girl because I'm chatting to her,
Mm.
but then something comes over me where I'm like, I kind of don't want to go on a date with this girl.
Yeah. I get ya.
But I'm consistently still on these dating apps because I like the chase.
So, Joe, that's crazy to me, right? I was the opposite. Whereas, like, I wouldn't like dates, but I wouldn't like. I liked going out for that reason. Like, I liked going out, like just bars, clubs, for whatever reason. Like, they would get to a point when I was single.
Well, you mean with them or
When I was-
alone and then looking for something?
When I was single, no. I mean, when I was single, there was a point I remember where I was like, I wanted to go out with you, the boys,
Yeah.
because I was like, okay, I need to be around some women.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
yeah.
Jay, how often was it there was a period where like I would be out with you, but then you wouldn't see me for a long
Yeah,
period?
you would just.
I was out. I was gone.
You just
I was
cut.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like that's what it was.
See, I never kind of
After a
did.
period.
I did that somewhat, but not as often as you when you were single. I didn't have the confidence. I really didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. And you know
It's a weird thing, because I didn't at the start, and then I don't know what that kind of clicked.
you know what it is? It's not that. It's actually not. It's not confidence that I'm lacking. I don't think I lack confidence. I think I lack. I think I lack a ability to handle rejection within my own head.
Yeah. Okay.
Because what the funniest thing is, when I have been rejected in life, it hasn't really hurt that much. But I've hurt myself.
I also think in those situations, it's like a lot of it is very like.
I also just don't want to come for some. That's my. You know what? That's always in my head, and I think it's a terrible thing to have in your head. Is don't come off as a creep.
Yeah, I get that. I also think like a lot of that is also like very much first impressions, which I think you're not as good as at first impressions.
No,
generally, like I think you, because I know how you always get with women in the end, or like relationships, whatever, is always through actually talking to them.
Yeah.
Like you don't ever like I've never ever seen you just go up and like make it up, sort of thing. Like from the scratch, like it has happened.
It has happened, but no, like you said,
you do a lot better when you're in a
of-
group situation and you're talking to people. And
definitely,
which is probably more a credit to you as well, by the way.
Well, yeah, it just goes to show that my personality is the winner.
Yeah. So rather than, but I'm just saying,
that's why I started a podcast.
Good thing.
But apparently, it's done the opposite from what I've heard from people. So, no, you know what the thing is? You're definitely right in that where most of the relationships that I've had have never come from a one-night stand.
Yeah, same.
Most of my relationships have come from I get to know the person well enough, and then I get into a relationship. But I have had one-night stands where it was just like that. But see, those one-night stands, I didn't approach the girls. The girl approached me.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So clearly, I'm not brave enough. I got to change something. I got to change. Bro, I'm 25. I got to do something before I'm 30. I got to change. I got to really give in. But I'm just so terrified of. It's so stupid. It's fucking ridiculous. I say that I'm terrified of being a creep, but then I have a podcast and I talk about all of this shit.
Yeah, talk about weird shit. Yeah. It's also...
You know what it is? You know what it is? That's what it is. I'm not scared of rejection. I'm scared of creating an uncomfortable situation for everyone.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
You know when you're in a group of people and then you just make it really uncomfortable?
Do you know what, at the same time, there is a good, at least you're in a good position now, to the point where no one knows you here.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Now it's kind of like, it doesn't matter if you make people uncomfortable in a sense, but it also does. I know what you mean, whereas I don't like making women feel uncomfortable.
Right, it just feels weird. Like, it's not even the rejection part. It's just the I guess, it could be just the fact that I'm scared of coming off as a creep because internally I feel like I'm a creep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. That makes sense. Like you are scared of it because you think that of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. That definitely makes sense. And maybe that makes more sense that people will watch the podcast think you are, because it is your true self, bro. You are a creep.
No one's actually said that I was a creep. I've been called a dickhead and a twat.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah, that was the recent one, right?
Yeah, twat,
Yeah.
But before that was a dickhead. The time before that was the first time I ever told a girl that I was chatting up that on a podcast. What did she say?
I generally don't tell them that.
Oh, the first time I ever showed our podcast to a girl, she said, we are, what was the word? Incels. That's the one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like incels definitely isn't the word to describe us. As unfortunate,
No, but
like,
it's because
I
of all the
understand
conversations that we have about like coming and all that poo and shit and all that.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you an incel.
No, it
It
does.
makes you a dude.
But also women, you know, like they'll call you anything without a reason.
Yeah. No, but all I'm saying is that woman. Like, there's lots of things that you can call us. By the way,
Like
lots of things.
like
But incel probably just.
yeah, that's the first.
That's a wrong.
I'll take twat on proudly.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you know what the funniest thing is? She thought I was a twat.
Dickhead makes sense. Dickhead makes
She
sense.
thought
I can take dickhead.
Same.
Dickhead makes
She
sense.
thought I was a twat for the wrong reasons as well. You know what the crazy thing is? Like, she thought I was a twat for the conversations that me and you were having, right?
Yeah.
And the way we're replying because we called women bitches.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm not referring to all women. Like I've said
No,
this before. I'm not referring to all women as bitches.
No, bro. Kendrick
I'm
says it
just
best.
referring
I
to
call a
bitches as
bitch, a woman, a hoe,
Yeah.
a hoe.
And
Simple as that.
it's actually fine to call me a twat because I'm actually a twat for different reasons. But the podcast doesn't portray that. So I'm fine to be called a twat. But yeah, an incel is a bit far.
You know, in incels just doesn't actually genuinely doesn't make sense. Like, incels are people that struggle to like hold relationships with people. Like, incels are like people that
Locked
locked inside,
unathletic,
uninspired,
uninspired, kind of closed off from society,
very like
and even
angry at the world.
And even though, okay, maybe that fits. No,
School shooters.
And even though we do come off as cunty sometimes, I just don't feel like
That bird came out fucking nowhere.
I don't even feel like we have bad intentions.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't. I know I don't.
I don't feel like I ever wish the world anything bad. Like, I really don't. I don't even really wish anyone bad.
Well, technically, as if you want to go by the term, because it's seen as a gross term, I guess, in a lot of political fields. But progressive is kind of, by the definition term, makes
Me
sense
and you
for
are
me.
quite progressive.
Because I do like seeing the world progress.
Well,
I
not
like
just
seeing
that,
myself
we have
progress.
pretty liberal ideas.
Yeah, so it's like, it's quite, it's like,
Like, we're firm on some points, but even the things that we're firm on, over time, sometimes we change them.
Yeah.
But at least we're firm on them at the time.
On the topic of political people or things, have you seen Jordan Peterson's Twitter?
No.
The man tweets like a retard. I gotta say, like,
it's actually called X now, bro.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
not Twitter.
Yeah. Sorry, on X. He tweets like a retard, bro. Like,
yeah, but he loves it.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I mean, just like the
platform.
way he does it, like he types like a sentence and then goes down 2 lines and then says another sentence. It doesn't even like, I don't know if he's trying to add dramatic pause.
No, I think it's more like, I think with people like that are in education and stuff, they write everything in email form.
It's not though.
It does.
No, genuinely go on his Twitter, and you'll see what I mean. It's not an email form. The way he tweets, it's beyond me. It's he will like say a sentence and then halfway through the sentence he goes down to the next line, and then he'll say one word and go down to another line, and then it just doesn't make sense. I don't get how he tweets. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It just confuses the life out of me.
I see it. You mean like this? How is that not an email?
No.
Like this.
Yeah, so I really don't care if you're green. Fine, you're not Caucasian, you're black or Asian. Why does he add an extra line between that? Why does he add an extra line?
Yeah, he's doing like a 3-line thing.
He does it like, fucking hell.
Yeah, he's just doing like a 3-line.
We need way more. See, make that make sense. We need way
more.
We need next
young
line,
men
way,
for Justin Trudeau.
space.
I don't
Like,
think so.
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but see, this one's not 2. This one's only 2. He's just doing things in poem form, so it's more impacting. The reason he's writing like this is because if you have a whole sentence jumble like this, what do you remember in the sentence, right? Nothing. But if you have it in poetic form, and it's like for impact, so it's like, so you're reading every sentence.
It's retarded.
Think about yourself. Is distinguishing from is indistinguishable from suffering? Self-consciousness is literally a facet of trait neuroticism. So you know what I mean? Like,
I know, and I'm saying it's gay.
Well,
I'm saying I don't like it. So
I don't know what I've got. Something.
John Peterson.
I've got ancient. I've got ancient Riz in here, and I don't know why, but I think I saw a video where they were like doing a joke on like what ancient Riz would have been like.
Oh yeah.
And I think the reason I wrote this was I was trying to see if me and you could come up what would be like an ancient Riz. And when I mean like an ancient Riz, I mean like a thing that's been going on for centuries that men have used to riz women, or possibly just ancient riz, where it will be something like back in the day,
Yeah,
like
what Bartholomew would have said
like
to like,
or like yeah, either sayings or like for example, flowers are ancient riz.
oh, flowers definitely ancient riz. Yeah,
They've
100%.
always been doing it.
Yeah. Bread baskets. I would say
Ooh.
bread basket. If you brought a woman a bread basket, she'd be like, oh,
Slaves,
probably,
ancient riz.
yeah. Like
For the rich.
I wouldn't say it's riz. I'd say it's definitely like it's it's a
No, but don't they count riz as everything that is beneficial to you gaining a woman?
I don't think so. I think it's literally just charisma.
Yeah, but isn't okay? I guess so. What would be some ancient riz? Like you've got the
But like, yeah, I do get what you mean.
you've got the nicest wig in Parliament.
Those, what are they called? Those
I
like
don't
those
even
dresses that they
Do you
wear.
know the history behind that?
What the?
Why they started wearing them for real?
Oh, I've heard it. I think.
So one of the kings, I can't remember if it was a French or an English king, he had some sort of disease that made him start like losing like basically all of his hair and like face and like I don't know what's called. I think it's syphilis or something. The one,
Yeah. Okay.
well, I can't even remember which disease it was.
That's the
So
disease
he
of penis,
started
isn't it?
wearing a wig, right?
Yeah.
And made all of his clothes like all the lords and stuff made everyone else wear wigs so he wouldn't feel alone, and so everyone else started seeing that as a sign of wealth,
Yeah. Fair enough.
and it became a thing.
And it's crazy that that's still a thing.
Yeah, in the courts. Yeah,
Because I see it on the tube that there's those photos of like those two people wearing them, and I'm like, it doesn't make sense.
when you go, even in like the highest courts even in Australia, the judge will wear one of those.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. Like, take it off, bro. I'm not fucking looking at you with that silly hat on.
It's not a hat. It's a wig.
It's a hat.
It's a
At this
wig.
point, it's a fucking hat.
It's a wig.
I'm looking at
It's a
you.
wig
and
with curls.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm judging you, and I think you look silly. If I ever go to a court like that, I'm hands down telling him he looks silly.
Yeah,
I'm actually going to put that. I'm putting that out now in 2023. If you ever see me in court,
If you ever sue us, Jack will do that.
If I'm ever in court for any situation, which I know is definitely possible in the future, I'm telling that man that he looks silly with that hat on.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the I think you should leave skit.
Oh yeah, I
Actually
think
on
you
the
should-
fucking
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Have you seen Jason with his stupid fucking hat? That makes sense. Good lord.
So I was just thinking about the whole aliens thing that I've been talking about for a while now, and there's more information coming out, and more like
Nobody cares about the aliens,
whistleblowers coming out about the whole alien stuff. So I wanted to ask you a question.
right?
Right? If aliens came down right now,
Yeah.
what song would you show them?
It'd probably just be my Sunday Select, bro.
No, but like one song,
If it was one song,
and you wanted to impress them.
Slick Talk, bro.
That would be a good choice, to be honest.
One song. I've got to be honest. I think it's Kanye. I think it's a Kanye song, and I'm trying to think of what it is. I think it's Runaway.
It's a very simple one. Simple chords. I mean.
Yeah. No, yeah. But I think just like that, like the
feel of it.
the feel of it, and like the build up and the
Right.
Like, it's and like just like to show. Run away from me, baby. Run away. You know, like it's one single, because I think if it's one song, you want to get, you know, I'm
you
not
want to get the human experience.
Yeah, I'm not sending him like a 1 minute like, you know, Madrigo banger. You know, I'm sending him like a 8 minute fucking Kanye masterpiece.
Oh.
You know, I want to send him something. You know. Yeah, so like that's what I'm feeling. I think
That's a good choice, I'd say. I'm really trying to think. I thought about Drake first because obviously the aliens are gonna like Drake. But then I feel like I'd want to make it something a bit more like beautiful, like a singy song.
What's the
you know
song
what I mean?
that's
Like I think you know what? Actually, I'm gonna go for a Perth artist. Funnily enough.
what's Tame Impala?
Tame Impala. And I'm gonna go for which song though? Oh, the less I know, the better is the most popular one that everyone knows about.
The song that's really popular at the moment by Hotel Ugly.
Hotel Ugly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's Give me that. Oh no, I'll give him Johnny Dang.
Oh, that's a banger.
That was yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'd showed in the video with him holding the chicken.
Yeah, because then they'd be like, wow, we can't hurt these.
This is
fellas.
a guy. I'd say I'd show them.
That is my. See, it was going to be my Sunday select actually, but
I'm gonna go. Feels like we only go backwards by Tame Impala.
yeah, fair enough.
Because then they'd understand the human experience.
Yeah, no, I get.
Feels like we only go backwards.
The song, because this was going to be my. Yeah, stop. Shut up, my mum's calling.
Okay.
That was going to be my Sunday select, but I'm going to change it now because I've just given it a shout out here.
Yeah.
Everyone's going crazy about it at the moment, so that's
I'll have to listen to it once we get inside. Have you seen the new Tesla thing that came out recently?
No.
So Elon has made it, right? So Elon Musk says that Tesla owners can make up to $30,000 per year by turning their cars into robo-taxis.
Oh wow.
So if you purchase a Tesla and 30,000 American dollars, so what's that like in pounds?
A bit less.
Little rough, yeah, probably like 25,000.
Yeah, our pound's stronger than the US.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
Did you just let one rip?
To be fair, yeah, I did hear.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ. Anyways,
Yeah, that one was actually just.
Isn't-
you know, I didn't actually even let that rip. It just slipped.
oh, just rip.
That just
yeah.
slipped. That just slipped.
That's such a good fucking business idea.
Also,
right?
how good is it being outside? That doesn't even smell anymore.
And it's also a really nice day.
Yeah. It's
It just is like
it's also just a really.
it is because like last few days we've had fucking like
Yeah,
really cloudy, shitty, rainy days.
It's not been
So
nice.
today's really nice. And this is definitely the spot for our podcast from now on.
Oh, 100%. I didn't realize up here as well. Like up.
Yeah, I
this
didn't know
little
we can move
section.
over there, but it's cool.
Yeah.
I just
we'll
hope
get a couple
no
chairs.
one's watching us through the windows.
Yeah,
Even if they are,
fuck
just
yeah,
fuck them.
Suck it.
Anyways, yeah, isn't that such a good business idea? Like you buy 3 Teslas, right?
Just like
On mortgage, you don't even have to buy them straight up.
Yeah.
Like you buy them just initial deposit of 3,000, right? And you buy 3 of them, and then what? You're making 90 grand a year by just sitting at home and your Tesla's working for you.
a lot of people. Probably rent out, buy Teslas and rent them out to people like Uber drivers. And
Yeah,
stuff.
but that's what I'm saying. Now you don't have to rent it out to anyone.
You can just do it because what they're fully self-driving now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Because those are those Ubers that I was talking about the other week, wasn't
Yeah,
it? Like
yeah,
those
that you
ones
can-
that
yeah.
just like that take you by the
They'll
job.
take you by
That
surprise.
like reminds me of Frodo bots, which was what I was gonna talk about, but I wasn't gonna bring it up. But it's like this game that's been in app development. Essentially, you can like, I don't know if it's in Korea or China, but you essentially control like a robot. In like, I think it's in Korea. Like you control a Korean robot, and you walk around the street of Korea,
and you just like watch shit
and you can like have a mic,
and talk.
and you can talk, and like you can like so like there was this video I saw of these 2 guys just like laughing, trying to enter this store, trying to get something to eat, like, and they're trying to say like, hey, but like people are just like, what the fuck are these little things on the floor? Like these little robots were like that big,
What?
and they're like rolling around, and you can just control it from.
Have
the
you
out.
seen what's been going in China? How they've got these schools where like now they've got like all the kids have these like Google goggles, but
Yeah.
they're
Are the
not
big
Google
ones? The big ones or
No, it's legit. They're not the Google ones. It's like a frame that goes over their eyes,
yeah.
and it monitors their heart rate. It monitors how much attention they pay. So there's
Jeez.
also a robot, and everything's legitimately, absolutely everything they do, from how often they make mistakes, how often they pause when they write, how much improved their lines have gotten, just like absolutely anything you want for a kid, and it's all on the teacher's computer, and she can delegate different things to different students based on all this info and
That's
stuff.
literally just creating mini robots.
And then, right, listen, there's more to it. So legitimately, there's like even more systems within that school that do even more shit that I didn't even go into that much because it scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, that's creepy.
It terrified me.
You're creating the same person. You're stifling creativity there.
Right? And all of their uniforms, all of their school uniforms have chips, so you know where the person is every day.
That's fucked. Yeah. Imagine
And every block within the school has cameras, which is
Imagine-
normal for schools anyways, but like these are
imagine
different
like
cameras.
reincarnate, because I do think reincarnation sounds cool, right?
Right.
Like that sounds like the one you'd probably want,
Probably.
like to come back again and just.
But
do
do
it again.
you want to... Okay, let's say, right,
Coming back in China would suck.
right. But let's say, because the universe doesn't make sense already, right? And your soul going into reincarnation doesn't mean it's always going into the future, right?
Yeah.
What if
You're a black
Your
guy in the
reinc-
fucking.
Well, no, I'm just saying, what if your reincarnation is like, there's no set time, or if it's before you or after you, because that's how the universe works. It's just like parallels. And so, what would be like a time that you'd want to like respawn, basically?
That's tough, hey.
I think
Because-
I'd want to be reborn before, in that ancient civilization that we always hear about.
Can you come back as animals?
That's what I was going to say as well. You can.
Because like part of me just wants to come back as an electric eel, like to go back to it. They look like they're fucking predators, bro.
I
I've
would.
been hella on electric eels.
100%. Is it a velociraptor, that flying dinosaur thing?
Oh yeah, those. An eagle in general would be pretty sick. Just because like no one's fucking with you. No one's fucking with eagles.
Oh no, velociraptor's the other one. Flying dino. Or that fucking huge shark that's like the
Oh, the megalodon.
megalodon. Yeah, just
Yeah.
one of these flying fuckers. You know?
Yeah.
But
I just
megalodon
think-
would be cool.
I just
as
think
fuck.
back then I wouldn't want to be there. Like I just don't think there's as much going on. Do you know what's really weird in my head? In my head, this
Yeah, but you're
shows-
an animal. Why
this
does it
shows
matter?
this shows how fucking retarded I am sometimes. But like for some reason, I just think anything past like the 50s was all black and white. There wasn't green grass and shit.
Yeah, just because you've always
Because
seen
it's
the
like
same
it's on
footage.
TV, it was all black and white, mate.
Yeah,
it's
you've
like
only seen that
in my
footage.
head. I
Yeah.
can't picture like even back in the day when my mum was like, "Yeah, we didn't have TV when we grew up." I'm like, it was all black and white when it started. I'm like, yeah, so fucking the world was black and white then, wasn't it? And not in my head. But that's how I think. Like I can't for some reason.
Wait, how old is you? How is it black and white screens?
I'm pretty sure it was black and white when she was a kid. 60s, I think she was born. Maybe I'm talking shit. Maybe she wasn't. Maybe she just didn't have like TVs. They were
Maybe,
really
yeah.
expensive.
I feel like
Google when
color TVs were in the
TV.
50s.
Maybe, but but that might not have been when she got them.
Yeah,
right?
because
She was poor.
rich people. Yeah,
She was
1954.
okay. What, like Google when they came into like households. Became affordable. There you
Yeah, 1970s.
Yeah. £225. Yeah, which was expensive back then as well.
Yeah. It's $3,000.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. So even when she
$2,000,
was like, really young,
£2,000.
things are still black and white.
Okay, well, that's crazy. There's quite a lot on in terms of what's going on with the fight community recently, so I kind of want to mention a lot of it. And I see you peeking on my fucking other shit, which is I can't wait to talk about that
I haven't
one.
seen the other shit.
I can't wait to talk about Little Alien. I
I've
can't
only
wait.
seen Dillon Danis.
Okay, so the whole Dillon Danis situation. So what's been going on recently is Jake Paul's fighting Dillon Danis while Tommy Fury is fighting
The other one, Logan.
Sorry. And despite all the crazy shit that went on in the conference, where like basically Tommy Fury's dad, John Fury, I think he's John,
Yeah, John.
legitimately just like kicked all the fucking tables at the end of the fucking middle of the conference because he was angry that the only like thing that they were talking about was the fight between Dillon and Logan and all their beef.
And also, I think what's his name? JJ mentioned why Tyson ducked Usyk,
oh yeah, that's right.
which gets John pretty pissed off
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they don't like they obviously are pretty upset about it because they ducked him.
They did duck him,
They ducked the only man that could probably maybe beat him.
possibly.
Yeah. Anyway.
Um,
It's actually interesting. Do you
And
know?
is-
Do you
have
know
you
much
seen-
about boxing in that sense, like in terms of Usyk versus Fury? Because
yeah,
the
yeah,
argument is like
I'm not the most knowledgeable person in terms of boxing, but I know enough where I could kind of see that fight would be close, but I don't know.
there's
I
an
don't
argument.
know if I'm
The
going to say
argument is
Usyk was about.
well,
but have you
Usyk is the
seen-
better boxer. He's just smaller. He's so much smaller.
They don't.
Usyk is hands down the better boxer. Like hands down. Like in terms of he's got better footwork. He's got better
Better
movement.
footwork, but technically they say that Tyson is much
No,
better.
he's
Okay, anyways.
like, from what I've seen, he's just
Regardless,
But
did
it
you
just
see the
that's his
whole
size.
Usyk stuff as well recently,
where
where
he's
he had a
staring him
fight?
down.
No.
Oh,
Usyk had a fight
with
recently,
Dubois.
and supposedly they're saying
His
that
shorts were
Usyk
too high.
lost because what they're saying is during the fight there was a low blow, which now they're relooking and they're saying it wasn't a low blow, it was
Mm.
just the right type of blow.
And also his shorts were too high. Like they were
Yeah.
saying, like, it was covering like a one
Yeah.
part, which were like yeah.
So there's a chance that he might have just lost as well.
yeah,
but
yeah.
it
To a
won't
guy that's
count.
not that great, I don't think.
Yeah,
Dubois,
yeah.
I don't know.
But the other thing in fighting community, which I'm so happy about, was my boy. It's time. Hey, it's the sugar era.
Oh yeah, that was
the
actually
sugar era. That was insane.
That was
Just the
quick.
way he cocked it back, just like McGregor did. Like you just see the fist go woo, and he goes back, and he just goes.
I do like Sugar Sean. Like,
love
everything's come out recently with his wife.
Have you seen the video as well where he's like in the mirror and he's like, "I'm the man. I'm the man," and he's like doing different.
I keep seeing all of his different like tutorials on how to beat like how to fight like and street fight and shit.
Yeah,
and then he's like running back, just like not even doing anything. But yeah, like I do like him. It's all his shit's come out recently about like because of his because he's in an open relationship.
That's
really
been
open.
came out.
No, but it's resurfaced because everyone's going on about him. And
well, yeah, because now he's a champion, and
he's a bad guy.
He's gonna fuck even more people now.
Yeah, yeah. But that's the
I
thing,
don't
right?
think he's a bad guy if his wife agreed to it.
I do,
and everyone's like saying, "Well, yes, but he has leverage, so he's pushing it on her," and it's like, no one can really push it.
I think the argument is right, and I think the argument genuinely is that if she hasn't really agreed to it, but that is more so on her end because he's been very upfront about it. Like he's been
supposedly she has agreed to
no,
it.
but I think she agreed to it to like she didn't agree to it. She's just like it doesn't make her happy. For an example, like she said
okay.
I think she's agreed to it in a sense where she's like, okay, it's gonna happen because it's gonna happen.
Yeah, because he
at
that level of fame. He's
also
doing
he makes all the money. He does
I can't see
apparently he treats her well, like so on and so forth. And I don't deny that he does seem like a nice guy. And I don't kind of blame him. Also, the one thing I was going to say, I don't know if you've seen his wife.
Yeah.
Kind of looks...
average.
No, but also just like, maybe like, she doesn't speak English that great, maybe possibly. I don't know. But she might have come from a different... is he a passport bro?
No, I'm
Which
pretty
I don't have a problem
sure
with, by the way, but like...
She's definitely South American, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think she's got an accent.
Okay, looking at her, I thought she was fully South American.
Right.
He might have brought her over.
I think she is fully South American. I just don't think she's...
Okay, interesting. Because I just thought that would have been like very interesting.
Oh, you thought he might have accidentally had a kid with her, and then he's like, "Fuck." Oh,
no. I thought maybe he wanted someone like that to have.
If you were a passport, bro, which country would you get your wife from?
Brazil is a nice spot.
Right?
Brazil is quite nice.
So you go for the Latino, right?
There, or you can find some Asian dimes. The problem that I have with Asian dimes is I just feel like they're going to hit their expiry date. Like, when have you ever seen a good-looking older Asian woman?
Heaps.
No. I mean older.
Oh, when they hit 70, 80?
I don't know.
Yeah, but who does, dude?
I know.
Yeah, but you're also going to have your good-looking wife for way longer than anyone else, your favorite Asian one. I recently met a 60-year-old Asian woman that looked probably 30s.
Interesting.
And I looked at her and I was like, I would marry you right now. And you're 60.
Maybe I'm talking
so what if... Tell me... Okay, I don't care what race. Tell me a woman that will look hot in her age.
Okay,
she doesn't have to be well together, but she's never going to look hot.
I know, that was my point though, right, I guess. I am just going to say this, and I think it is the worst. I do think Asians in the last 10 years of your life...
Yeah, it's like...
They are the worst.
But that's why they also have the
longevity
of...
They do have the best... Yeah, they have the best...
like at 60, they look like 30-year-olds, and it's like, what more do you want from that?
Them to maybe just like die 10 years
earlier. You
look
like shit in those last 10 years as well.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with that.
You'll probably look worse. You English
not as bad as her.
You English people age terribly at the end.
Yeah, no, we do. Yeah, we do.
You guys get those like real...
I use my
skin things.
I used
You know how like you guys get because your skin is so pale, like it becomes like reddish at the end.
Yeah. We're kind of gross. We are kind of gross. We I used the age filter on TikTok the other day.
I did too.
And dude, I saw like I looked like my dad. I saw so much.
I looked like the same.
I looked like my dad so much. I thought like part of it. I was terrified.
I look like one of my old. I look like
my other TikTok one. Like is way better.
Oh, is it? I look like one of my granddads, so it wasn't too bad.
But yeah. Anyway, back to the fight game.
Yeah, back to the fight game. Just happy about Sean and stuff. To be honest, like I'm just proud of him. I feel bad for Aljamain. I really like Aljamain as well. I
didn't hate Aljo. He got over the Petion shit really well. Like,
but yeah, did you see the Holloway and Korean Zombie? Shout out Korean Zombie. Retirement made me fucking tear up and shit. It was sad. But Max Holloway, man, that motherfucker is crazy.
Max Holloway is so weird.
I love
he's
Max,
probably my
bro.
favorite. He's probably my favorite fighter ever. But like, he just isn't the best.
Is it an effect? And then
yeah, probably. Like it'll be one of the popular ones. I think maybe I don't know.
Well, meaning trending.
I have no idea though. I don't know how to find TikTok filters. TikTok, there's a search bar there.
Oh, yeah. What, just rather old or some shit?
Maybe, yeah. Old
Aged.
Age, there we go.
Come on, man.
I thought that was you then.
It was.
Let's have a look.
Why doesn't it show you? It just shows me, I know.
Yeah, because I'm not in the...
I actually don't look like that different.
You look different.
I'm going to age you all, bro. I'm going to wait, look.
Oh, the grey.
I look like a good geezer, right?
Yeah,
Hey, come on, mate. I look alright, eh?
Oh, shit. See you there.
Yeah, you look Hitlerish.
I see another one slipped out, bro. Another one. Yeah, but no, yeah.
No, you don't look too bad. You maybe take the thing off so I can see how it will do your hair.
My hair's just grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks alright.
Yeah.
Look at me. They gave me the little fucking flick, see? Yeah, come on, mate. White fox, mate, eh? Yeah, we're going to look alright. We're not going to do too bad, bro. I don't mind that. That's a look. Do you want to read your shit? Because I've got a few more.
No, I'm done. I'm done, mine. I've only got my 5 list.
Okay. I've got a few more. So I'm going to run through these quickly because I think we've done quite a lot today.
I also need a shit.
So there's Tokyo restaurants that only employ waiters with dementia. So asking for orders is unpredictable.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I don't
That's
mind
kind of cool, right?
Yeah,
Because you're going there knowing that you might not get your order.
Yeah,
Correct.
certain people would hate that.
Or they'll forget you whatsoever.
Certain people would hate.
Yeah, but no one's going there for. It's just like those restaurants that like employ like what's it called Karen restaurants.
By the way, I went to a restaurant because like I said, my mum came here.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever. Meal for 4. Guess how much this fucking meal cost me?
For all 4 of you?
Yeah.
Did you pay for everything?
I pay for everything.
Was it like a 3-course meal?
3 course. Yeah, it was 3 course.
So it's got the entree, main, and the
and dessert.
I'm trying to convert it to pounds. 4 people. Did you just have drinks?
We had a couple drinks. Yeah, not much, but we did.
£300.
270.
It's
pretty good guess,
but
how expensive that is, man.
That's
like
wow. That's
500 and fucking something dollars. It's just like
$600.
food out here is crazy.
I know.
Food is just bizarre. Like my mom was hating it. She's now gone off. She's in Greece now, but she was like shit.
Yeah, and now she's in Greece, a country where things will be twice it will be twice as cheap, and the portions will be twice as big.
She was just in Dubrovnik, and she was funnily enough, she was in Dubrovnik, and 2 Australian dudes apparently fell off the castle while she's in Dubrovnik. Like they fell off the wall of the castle.
Died?
No, well, one's seriously injured and one's alright apparently.
What?
Yeah, apparently, like someone called her because they were like, "Oh my god, was it you?" Yeah, because they knew
it was me. I'm a guy.
But what's it called? Yeah, she sent me a drinks menu, and €5 got you a double shot of whatever cocktail you wanted. And like, if you bought any, I've not seen a cocktail under £12 here.
Yeah, no, you don't.
And do you know how crazy that is? 24 AUD.
Wait, why do you think I get so fucked up every time I go to Serbia or Croatia?
It's ridiculous.
Alcohol alcohol over there is cheaper than water, right?
Do you know it's crazy though? Because people are like, "Oh, alcohol is so expensive in Australia." No, it's not. It's cheap.
It's not.
I would love to buy it.
Cigarettes are.
I would love to buy a vodka Red Bull back in Australia in the club for 12 AUD because it's fucking £12 over here, and that hurts. Yeah. That hurts.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that is as cheap here as it is in Australia is the pints.
Yeah, pints are pretty cheap.
You're not a pint drinker. So.
People drink. That's why people drink so much of it over here as well, because it's so cheap.
The cheapest thing here.
It's so cheap.
What else are you gonna drink?
Yeah.
I wanted to mention this because I thought this was fucking interesting because this is the first time I've ever heard
floor,
of
I'm gonna Asian squat because my ass is hurting from the ground.
So there's this law called the Michael Jackson law
in
America, and only a few people that are like so famous fall under these laws.
Yeah.
And one of them is Beyonce, right? And what this law basically is you're forbidden from going to restaurants and like public places.
Yeah, okay. Do you get compensation at all for that?
No.
That's bullshit.
No.
That's bullshit. I would be pretty upset.
I
would go to restaurants just
I'm
to
guessing
be
if
like,
you were Beyonce and you called a restaurant and you're like, can you book a lounge for me? They wouldn't make you pay an extra price. They'd be like, yes, Beyonce, here's extra.
they do it for free.
Right. But the reason aren't allowed in all these public places because by law this would cause riots.
Yeah.
Right. Just like Michael Jackson would cause riots. Like the first time Michael Jackson ever went
Is
to a shopping
Beyonce
center.
really that?
Beyonce's huge.
I thought Taylor Swift would be.
She probably is. Probably falls under that.
There was a story recently where all her fans apparently went mental because like they found out where she was and like they would cause riots and shit.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, Taylor Swift would be like that.
Probably. Okay. So this is the last thing I wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Okay.
So if anyone knows what the fan van is, it's this new thing that's kind of similar to the Bang Bus, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And the fan van is basically these OnlyFans chicks and some of these influencers sometimes they go, or people off the street, random people off the street, will come in and they'll fuck in the fan van, right? And like this is all over. Like Tyrone, which is a pretty popular fucking Instagram handle now, is basically almost bought out by the fan van because he constantly posts fan van videos of the chicks just chatting shit, like these porn star chicks. Anyways, I don't know if you know who Lil Alien is.
I don't know who Lil Alien is.
So,
no, I do. No, I think I've seen a clip of this.
That guy.
Yeah.
Lil Alien is this really short, disabled guy that's becoming much, much more famous on the internet. He's got some sort of disability which makes him not only like look shorter, like but it also makes him look alienish, right? And they call him Lil Alien. I'm gonna just call him.
Yeah. His words, not ours.
So they had him on the fan van a few weeks ago, where they just interviewed him, and he basically confessed that he was a 26-year-old virgin, and then they got a girl to come in there and like talk to him and flirt with him a little bit.
Yeah.
And that was it. But they promised him that they're like, this girl won't fuck you, but they're like, we will find you a woman that will fuck you.
Yeah.
And take your virginity. And in this video, basically, my guy, they get him in the fan van again, and they're asking him like questions, and they're like to him, can we show you a video? And he's like, sure. And they send him a video of this like fucking sexy ass Latina, right? That's basically saying like, I'll fuck you. Like, I'll fuck you over the video, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh my God, like, is this real? And they're like, yeah, it's real. And he's like, what? And like, he's excited, but he's like, it's already on the video. Who gives a fuck? And he's like, they're asking him like, what would you do if she was here? And he's like doing all this weird shit. And out of nowhere, she's like, oh, is that what you would do? And she like pops out behind him.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God. And he legit freaks out when he realizes it's her, starts crying, like full sobbing, runs out the van, and she follows after him. And he's like, I can't believe you're doing this for me. Like, it's kind of sad because he's in like full emotion. Like,
I've seen that video. I've seen the end bit of that.
And then the funniest part to me was, which I can't show you guys, but there's a photo taken of him after he's come. And this is the photo.
Jeez.
But yeah.
How long do you reckon he's lasting?
Who knows? But if I can find that video.
Seconds, surely.
Who knows?
Seconds.
I kind of want to find this video just so I can see.
If he's, I think
23 years of being a virgin. Right?
I think you'd be able to find that pretty easily, surely, if it's that big. Like people.
Fan van videos are hard to find.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I just feel like people have it, and people.
They do. But fan van videos are hard to find because it's not like one of those websites like the Bang Bus.
Is it an OnlyFans or like what?
It's an OnlyFans.
Yeah. Okay. That should be leaked.
Some are, but not all of them are.
Yeah. Okay.
But this one will 100% be leaked just because it's so like.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Meany.
It makes sense.
But yeah, they'll do shit like this where they'll get like random guys off the street, or they'll just get like weird people.
See,
but
yeah, if you're a 26-year-old virgin, I reckon he's coming before
23.
23. Yeah, if he's a virgin, I feel like he's coming before he even touches it. Like when he touches her,
Depends on how much you wank.
I think I would.
Depends on how much you wank.
I think I would.
Depends on how much you wank. If he wanks constantly, maybe he can't even like come. Maybe he'll get it out, but he just won't be able to come. Because he just wanks so much.
Imagine you couldn't get it out. That's crazy.
Have you ever been in the situations where that day you might have overwanked and then you fuck a girl or you do
I've only not been able to once.
Come?
I've only not been able to once.
It's happened to me once or twice.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like
it wasn't because of wanking either. I just couldn't get it out.
Oh no, I wasn't about you getting out. I'm saying you had it out, but you couldn't finish.
No, I've always been able to finish. Finishing is my strong point.
Strong suit.
Yeah, it's my forte.
Yeah, I think that's it. Out of all the shit that I had here, you can. I may as well just say it here, but today's the Notting Hill Carnival.
Yeah.
And on the way to the carnival, I saw a chick get crushed by the tube door. And basically, she was kind of like sideways, and instead of her body getting crushed, you just see like one side of the door just smack her head onto the other side of the door, and she just falls through the like it gripped her, and then someone just pushed her out, and she just like fell down on the platform. So yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, I think Jack's got something.
Oh yeah, no, I'll do my 5 list for you, and then we can feast.
Hopefully your phone didn't die.
Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, because yours is on 29. Okay, so these are 5 songs for you to blind rank.
Oh, okay, fuck. I say this is okay.
Okay, so the first one is "Missing You Crazy" from Russ.
5.
5. You're not a big.
No, I don't like that song that much.
Yeah, okay, interesting. It's one of my favorite Russ songs. Next is "Summer Friends" by Chance the Rapper.
Oh, I'm gonna say 3 because that popped up in my head.
Okay. Next is "Sunshine" by Steve Lacy.
4.
Next is "Knife Talk."
Oh man, I feel like you. I'm gonna go 2 because I feel like the last one you're saving is gonna be a good one.
I think it is for what you like. I think it might. I don't know. I think you don't know different. Like
yeah.
Shattered Dreams.
Oh yeah, I'd say that's number 1 actually.
There you go.
Because that song has more.
Do you think your order is correct?
Yeah. Shattered Dreams, Knife Talk. What I say?
Summer Friends.
Summer Friends for sure. Sunshine, was it?
Sunshine and then Missing You Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was legit.
I think mine's nearly opposite. Except Shattered Dreams is definitely up there for me. Missing You Crazy. Summer Friends is probably 2. I'd say Sunshine's 1. Knife Talk's probably 5. Missing You Crazy is 3.
See, the only one that I might switch would be probably Summer Friends and Knife Talk, maybe. Because I listen to Summer Friends more than Knife Talk.
Yeah. I thought Knife Talk was. I tried to pick an overrated Drake song that I feel like it's good, but it's not like.
It's not one of the best.
Yeah, no. It's not like I know you didn't like it like
it like that much. Yeah. Missing You Crazy. I like the song, but it's not one of my favorite Russ songs.
It's one of my favorite Russ songs.
My favorite, probably my favorite Russ song might honestly be Goodbye.
Mine actually, my favorite Russ song is definitely. Oh, what is it?
Or Rent Free.
It's my one's the one where he's in like some Japanese forest in the music video. Oh, what's it called? It's like it's one of his massive ones.
Oh, it's Psycho?
No.
No, No. Losing Control?
No. Losing Control is a good song.
No, but isn't that the one in the forest?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's what?
Forest video.
What they want. Yeah, it's what they want.
What they want. Yeah.
Anyway.
See, that new Russ song is slowly becoming one of my favorite songs.
I've not.
Love You Boy.
I've not listened to.
Oh man, it's a good album. It's a very good
Sunday
album.
Select.
Maybe that. Probably just that. I Love You Boy because I haven't.
Mine is Aha by Madrigo.
Yeah, mine is I Love You Boy by Russ.
All right, peace out.
Thanks for watching Peace and Prosperity. This is our new background, so you get fucking used to it.